Challah, Perek Daled, Mishnah Daled. We've mentioned previously, in the first Perek, that dough is liable for the mitzvah of challah if the grain has reached a stage that it could become chometz. Once it's reached that stage, then subsequently, if you make a dough from this grain, it will be chayev in challah. There's another halacha. The Rosh Hashanah for the mitzvah of challah is the 1st of Tishri. Any grain which reached the stage that it matured to the stage that it could become chometz, and this happened prior to the 1st of Tishri, is considered 1 year's crop. Any grain that didn't reach that stage at Rosh Hashanah, the 1st of Tishri, but only reached the stage that it could become chometz after the 1st of Tishri, is a 2nd year's crop. The 2nd year's crop we will call chodosh, the new crop. The crop where the grain reached the stage that it could become chometz before the 1st of Tishri, we will call that yoshon. The halacha is that one cannot take challah from 1 year's crop onto another. Which means the following. Kav chodosh v'kav yoshon, if you had a kav of old flour, because it reached that stage of maturity prior to the 1st of Tishri, and you had the kav chodosh, which is the new crop, you cannot take from one dough from 1 year on behalf of the other dough. But you only have a kav of chodosh and a kav of yoshon. Shenoshchu zeh b'zeh, they are combined together. So you have the required full shear. This is more than 1 1/4 kav, but you cannot take challah from 1 year on behalf of another year. So Rabbi Yishmael Omer, yitel min ha'emtza. What you should do is when you take your challah from these two doughs, take it from the middle, which means you'll be taking some dough from the chodosh and some dough from the yoshon. The chachomim oisrim, however, the chachomim say you cannot do that. People will get confused and they'll think that you're also allowed to take challah from 1 year's crop onto another year's crop, from 1 year's dough onto the dough where the grain came from a previous year. And therefore the only thing you can do when you have a kav of yoshon and a kav of chodosh, is one will have to combine it with a further amount of dough from that particular year and take challah on each dough individually. Continues the Mishnah, Hanoitel challah min hakav, if someone took challah from just a kav, a flour, dough, Rabbi Akiva oimer challah. Rabbi Akiva says this is challah, which seems strange because we haven't got the required shear. Explains the Bartanura, v'hu shehishlim alo isa achakein k'shir challah. What this means is subsequently, when the individual increases the size of that dough, and in fact he must increase the size of the dough because otherwise we haven't got the necessary shear, then the challah that was taken previously when there was only a kav, now retrospectively that challah will be considered challah because now we have the required shear. But it will only be challah if subsequently this dough is increased in size. However, the chachomim omrim eino challah. This is not challah. What does that mean? Seeing as the time when you took challah, you did not have the required shear, the 1 1/4 kav. It may well be that you increased the dose subsequently, but seeing as the time when you took the challah, you did not have the required shear, that is not considered challah. And therefore, what you'll have to do, you'll have to take challah at the time when you do have the required shear.